Class 28, Bindu Chakra, the secret of the sweetness of life is within. Namaste and welcome to Class 28 in my weekly meditation classes in the yogic tradition, here on my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, your teacher and guide. And practice in today's class is the third in our meditation practices on Bindu Chakra, the sweet spot within and the fountain of immortality where we hold the nectar of the gods. For this class, you will need to have practiced classes 22 and 25 on Bindu Chakra and also class 24, Inner Sacred Sanctuary. It's a long class and Bindu meditation is half an hour. Bindu Chakra is remarkable and mysterious with many functions. Receptor of our wisdom and the silent cosmic sound, by which we get our messages about our soul's journey here on earth. The soul is immortal, but we are human and we practice for our physical, psychic and spiritual health, which is therefore a very valuable aid on our spiritual journey. Mythically, we're connecting with our own godlike qualities within and our own mini inner cosmos for harmony with the whole. As you know from my teachings, I consider that our Bindu chakras have been closed, our pineal or pineal glands shrunk, and our DNA reduced over the last 2,500 years or so. We say it is sleeping and needs awakening. Whilst this energy centre sleeps, it is similar to a dot, but when awakened, its energy begins to flow or to drip. And this is the cool amber nectar of immortality, which we control with practice. The imagery and symbolism of immortality is, of course, the immortality of Atma, or the soul. We believe the soul is immortal, but in this earthly existence we are bound to the mortal body. Only in this very fragile body can we attain spiritual realization and liberation, or the freedom that is called moksha. Therefore, yogis endeavour to keep their body healthy for as long as possible to enable them to complete their spiritual development in the current lifespan. My satsang on Bindu Chakra in this class is the secret is within us. Practices for our meditation then in the class are making a sadhana, dedication and setting intention, and awareness on our inner bhavana or mood, a yoga nidra with the Om, inner relaxation and the 20 breaths pranayama practice for Bindu Chakra meditation. For the meditation, we'll go to the sacred inner sanctuary space within, and we'll finish our practices in the class with a shavasana, final relaxation, and for those of us who need it, the yogic sealing breath. Namaste. This is for your healing. Susan. And now the practice of inviting the divine energies in, making our practice into a sadhana. You'll be in a sitting position now, whatever is comfortable for you. Eyes can be open or closed. If they're open, as you know, you gaze down at the nose tip. And we'll start in the traditional way with the hands together at the heart center in Anjali Mudra, prayer hands or Namaste hands. And Namaste, I honor the spirit that dwells within you. So Anjali Mudra at the heart center, pressing the flesh of fingers and palms together, bringing balance for our practice. Balanced consciousness and body-mind. Spiritually and energetically, we're uniting the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the ultimate divine and the mother. On a deep in-breath, fingers point down, arms straighten, big moon arms sweeping up and hands join above your head at the crown chakra. Normal breathing. Visualize divine energy. Experience pure, unconditional love. Visualize a channel within your being. Deep inhale and connect with divine energy, pure unconditional love, your being. Exhale as you bring the hands down to the heart, bringing down divine energy to your energetic channel within your being, and silently invite the divine energies within, Divine and Divine Mother, for the purpose of making your practice today into a sadhana, working with the divine. Normal breathing, focusing on divinity within. And we'll prepare now for this dedication and intention for practice. And we'll take a moment or two now to dedicate our practice for today. And setting intention. So to set the intention in the practice, just for a couple of minutes now, sitting in your calm, quiet place, relaxed and alert. Focusing for a couple of minutes now on the intention for your practice today or your practice for the next period of time. Whether it's an intention for a spiritual practice, for healing, for a change in your life, change in the world, healing of the world, this is all entirely up to you. The focus of your intention, as your meditation is your personal, private practice. And now, becoming aware and checking into our inner bhavana. This is the inner mood. In the Indian tradition, this is the inner feeling or mood, the inner thought, and also the development of the inner world for meditation. So how is your mood? How do you need to develop your inner world? By developing thought and feeling, growing and cultivating for the deep absorption in meditation. Turning within now for this awareness. Bringing your awareness back to your breathing again, being aware of how you're breathing, aware of how your body feels, bringing your attention back to your body and the space you're in physically at the moment. Breathing normally, relaxing in your posture, relaxing in your space, and we'll prepare for the meditation practices in the class. A little yoga nidra with the Om mantra. Yoga nidra means conscious sleep in yoga, and it's a relaxation practice intended to bring joy to your practice. This is a little yoga nidra as it's 10 minutes, and this uses the Om sound as a silent chant to bring peace. Lying on your back in the relaxation posture or shavasana, on the mat or a blanket, or you can be on the bed. Resting on the back of the head, relaxing your jaws. Hands palms up, a little way away from the sides of the body, and your feet are flopping open. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Otherwise, gaze down at the tip of your nose and allow your eyes to drift closed when that feels natural. Relaxing your body. Feel the weight of your body on the floor or the bed. Relaxing your toes, being aware of light in the skin, in the tips of your toes, a tingling sensation in the toe tips and the roots of your toenails. Relax your toes. Relax the soles of the feet, the bony tops of the feet, your ankles. Relaxing calf muscles, relaxing your knees, your thighs, your buttocks. Inhaling deeply, we'll silently chant the Ah sound of the Om. On the next inhalation, breathing in deeply, saying to yourself silently, Ah, and feeling the vibrations of the sound in your stomach, the sound flowing down into your toes. Becoming aware now of your stomach and your chest. Feel energy flowing, surging through your stomach and chest every time you inhale. Breathing in, Ah. Expanding your stomach and chest every time you breathe in. Exhaling every time you breathe out, feeling waves of relaxation, relaxation flowing down your body, relaxation flowing out, feeling tingling in the tips of the fingers and the roots of your fingernails. Relax the muscles in your hands. Relax the muscles in your arms, your waist, your back. Relaxing your shoulders. every time you breathe out, waves of relaxation flowing down your spine. Loosening your spine, relaxing vertebra by vertebra. Being aware of your chest now. Inhaling a deep in-breath. Inhale and chant silently, ooh. Silently saying the ooh sound of the Om. Feel the vibrations in the chest, in the cave of the chest, spreading down to your arms and your fingers. Relax your throat and your face, feeling softness in the facial skin. Relaxing your jaws, letting your lower jaw drop. Relax your gums, relaxing the root of your tongue. And now the roof of your mouth. Relaxing all the tiny muscles around your mouth. Relaxing the skin of your lips. Allowing your beautiful yoga inner smile to play on your lips. Feeling relaxation in the soft skin of the cheeks and over the cheekbones. Relaxing skin around the nostrils. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax the eyes, deep into the eye sockets. Relax the skin of the forehead. The skin around the ears, the scalp skin. Relaxation flowing down to the base of your skull. Inhaling deeply. As you breathe in, hum silently, as if through slightly parted lips. Feel the vibrations flow through the throat and into your head. Exhaling, on an out breath, relaxing your entire body as you breathe out. Every time you exhale, relaxing totally. Inhale and silently chant Om. Feel the vibrations from your toes to your head. Om. As the Om vibrates outward from your body, it takes you out to vast spaces away from your body. Vast spaces of sky, vast spaces of water, vastness of space. Be the sky. Merge with the sky. Flow with the water. Merge with water. Be the vastness of silent space. Merging with the silence. Being silence. Om. And rest now, deep in the conscious sleep of the yogis. As the ultimate mind of the divine that accepts you totally, holds you in peace in the bliss state, and the mother of the breath, which breathes all of us, breathes life force energy into you, joy and breath, surrendering in peace to this balance of cosmos and nature, which brings us harmony, peace and joy in our practice. And awareness on your breath again now, deepening your in-breath. As you breathe, taking a couple of deep in-breaths down to the center, bringing your awareness back. Inner relaxation, and we'll start in sitting. Adopt a comfortable, easy cross-leg meditation position if you're happy with that. The posture of perfection if you can. Any chosen meditation position that you're comfortable with. You can be on the floor, on your mat, or on the sofa, the couch or the bed if you need that, and propped up if that suits you. Prayer Mudra or Anjali Mudra. Eyes can be closed now or gazing down at the tip of the nose in the restful position for the eyes and the mind. And moving into stillness and inner relaxation practice. Your back is straight in your chosen posture and you're quiet. You can adopt the gesture of peace, hand mudra, by placing left hand palm up in the upturned palm of the right hand. Hands rest gently in the lap. The two hands represent the union of the individual with consciousness. Find your center somewhere around your navel. Sense where you are. Sense being grounded in your posture. Your breath is moving within you. Be aware of breathing into your center. Energy is moving with your breath. Moving into stillness with the breath. Breaths becoming finer. And finding a quietness within. And finding the stillness. Allowing movement to come to rest. So energetic movement can come to rest. Letting this movement gradually diminish so that it's stilling down. On an inhale, gently lift with the crown of the head. How is your back? If you feel tension now, relax a little. Let your body go a little. On a long exhale, you can relax down, relaxing the lower body down into the ground or the floor. And with exaggerated breaths, your spine can sway a little from side to side. Relax and find the center again. Relax your jaws. How is your breath? Breathing in and breathing out from the center. Your body can move with the breath, very slightly swaying forward and back like a heartbeat. And then moving into stillness from the center again. And relaxing into the posture. Breathing. Conscious breathing. Breath energy always flowing. Breath energy moving you into the stillness within. Awareness at the crown chakra now, a couple of inches above the crown of your head. On a long, slow exhale, close the crown chakra. A couple more long exhales and visualize the crown chakra closing. Awareness at the back of the eyes, and soften the backs of the eyes. Relaxing between the eyebrows. Exhale, relaxing and gazing within with inner eyes as you exhale. Awareness at the back of the brain now, softening the back of the brain. Exhale and relaxing as you exhale. Letting go as you exhale. Awareness in the throat now, close to the spine, back of the throat. Exhale and relax. And swallowing a couple of times if that helps. Awareness at the heart center now. Back of the heart center. Exhale, relax, relaxing the top of the back heart. Exhale, relax, relaxing obligations and letting go of pent-up pressures. Exhale, relax into peace. Awareness at the back of the solar plexus, behind the center, at the adrenals. Relax. Exhale and relax. Awareness at the lumbar, back of the pelvic girdle. Soften and relax with long exhales. Deep, rhythmic breathing. Awareness at the base of the spine. Long exhale, grounding emotions. Grounding energy with long, slow exhales. Relaxing into your grounding. Letting go into inner relaxation. Deep rhythmic breathing. For a couple of minutes now, sitting in your calm, quiet place, relaxed and alert. And bringing your awareness back to your breathing again. Being aware of how you're breathing. Being aware of how your body feels. Bringing your attention back to your body and the space you're in physically at the moment. Pranayama practice. And this is a pranayama practice, one of the exercises for awakening and opening of the Bindu Chakra. And I call this the 20 breaths practice. Mainly because I could never find any record of it with an accurate name. With many of these older practices, they didn't have a name, you were just told what to do. So we're going to be in our chosen meditation posture. So whichever position you've managed to get yourself into by now, we're going to practice with one hand on the solar plexus at the center, palm down. So the flesh of your palm would be against the flesh of the skin around the center, and the other palm resting on the lower belly. You can experiment with what feels right for you, left hand or right hand at the center. And this is the practice. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth 20 times. Equal in-breaths, equal out-breaths. Lips are slightly parted for exhalations. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and 18 more rounds of the breath now at your own pace. Focus is on Bindu Chakra. And we'll sit quietly with this now. And I'll encourage you to try this in your own practice time. Bindu Chakra, Inner Sacred Sanctuary. For your preparation, you can be settling into a comfortable position as I talk you through the introduction to this meditation. You can be lying down, sitting up with your back propped up with pillows. You could be on the bed, propped up against the wall or the bed head. If you're on the floor, then sitting up against the wall or the side of the bed, the sofa, couch or a chair. Anywhere that suits you now, and will keep you comfortable for the time that we're in meditation. And make sure you're warm, using blankets, comforters, duvets or throws. And as you settle down, I'll guide you through. The symbol of the Bindu Chakra is the moon. Therefore, it is also known as Chandra Chakra, moon center. In the inner cosmos, within each and every one of us, the inner cosmos which is seen by our inner eye in meditation, the Bindu Chakra appears to have a circular opening with a lid almost completely covering it. And from this, some light shines forth through a small gap. This glimmer of light is an emanation, and it's an emanation of the radiance of the self in the crown chakra. And this is similar in appearance to the slender crescent of the new moon. If Bindu Chakra is fully awake and open, it shines brightly with a silvery sheen, like the full moon. The moon is a very feminine symbol of perfection, nectar, and energy. It provides nurturing. Nature receives life-sustaining prana from the moon, allowing everything to grow and thrive, as moonlight is also essential for the growth of plants and the ripening of fruit, not only sunlight. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, "When I come onto the earth, I preserve all beings through my life-giving power. When I become the nectar-giving moon, I nourish the vegetation." The moon is the symbol of Lord Shiva, so divine masculine godlike qualities. And the mantra of the Bindu Chakra is Amritam, I am immortal. To attain the raising in consciousness for our meditation, we work in the inner sacred sanctuary space. So, to begin our meditation, focusing on your breathing by listening to the breath as it flows into your body. Closing your eyes if that does feel comfortable now. And if you're not comfortable with this, then gazing down at the tip of your nose, and your gaze follows down to the floor, the bed, the ground. This is roughly at an angle of 45 degrees. And it's one of the gazes of yoga, or the drishtis, which are very restful for the eyes and the mind in meditation. A very quiet, calming gaze in yoga. And when you feel ready to, then let your eyes drift closed naturally. As you breathe in, all you need to do is be aware of how you're breathing. So as you breathe in, you take the in-breath deeper and deeper, making each in-breath longer and smoother. Taking the in-breath down as deep as you can into your belly. Breathing in so your belly swells with deep in-breaths. Taking them deeper and deeper into your body. And as you breathe out, every time you breathe out, with each round of the breath, as you breathe out, that breath can continue flowing down, down through your stomach, down through your tailbone, down into the ground, way down, flowing every time you breathe out. Even if the breath has to flow down to the center of the earth, attaching you to something big and solid there, so you're grounded. Breathing in, big swelling breaths. Breathing out, long, flowing, grounding breaths. We ground ourselves in our meditation. This keeps us attached to reality, connected with the earth, the planet, keeping us very firmly in the here and the now as we go deeper and deeper into our meditation. Breathing in now, breathe into your center. This is at your solar plexus, a couple of inches above your navel. So in-breaths, with each round of the breath, in-breaths are to your center. Hands can be soft. Relaxed hands, relaxing the hands. And if it helps you to feel your center and this connection with your breathing, you place one hand there at the center, so a couple of inches above your navel, and the other hand can be on your stomach, so you can feel the swell of the belly as we breathe. Taking a couple of breaths, a couple of rounds of the breath with the hands in this position. Feeling for what the breath is doing to our bodies as we breathe. In yoga, we believe this breath brings our vital energy into our bodies. And of course, you feel this in the mind as well. Vital energy of the life force. Divine energy. And as we breathe in this way in yoga, we believe that the energy already within the body, the power of nature, or livingness, is moved by the breath in a healing, nurturing way. And as you breathe now, breathing in, the breath flows up your spine. So as you breathe in, every time you breathe in, you can feel the breath moving up your spine, up, into your head. You can imagine light flowing with the breath so that you can watch the breath moving up your spine, up, into your head. And every time you breathe in, the breath flows higher and higher. And you can watch as the breath flows higher and higher with each breath. Watching as the breath moves up high, maybe as high as the sun, up above you. So imagining the sun way, way up above you in a blue, blue sky. And the breath flows up, taking you up, closer and closer. Every time you breathe in, and as you reach the sun, breathing the light of the sun into your mind. And as you breathe out, every time you breathe out, just imagine all the cells of your body flowing out, floating out into the sun. So as you breathe out, you merge with the sun, becoming like the sunlight in the blue, blue sky. And looking way, way up above you now, as you float up with the breath, higher and higher to another place. As if you could catch a cloud that can drift off and go off out to space. Moving through layers of space and time, cloud-like layers you seem to float through to another space, another place. And when you get there, you'll notice that the ground there is not really like ground, not like the ground here on earth. It looks light. It looks as if it's made of waves of light. So as you step off your cloud onto these waves of light, the ground of this place, in another space, on another layer of consciousness, you surf the waves of light. And you have an inner steadiness as you move across, way across this ground of mind. And as you step from wave after wave, surfing the waves of light, you'll see that you're being taken towards a door. And it's a door of light. Go up to the door, and you'll see that there's a sign on the door. And the sign says, "You are the light. your inner sacred sanctuary. And you can see your name. Open the door and walk in. And looking over in your mind space now, in this quiet space, looking over to your left, there is a huge window. You look out of the window. You will see the garden, beautiful, tranquil, the prettiness of nature, peacefully ordered, the garden of the sanctuary through which is the temple. There is water, chimes in the soft breeze, the green of plants and the colour of flowers. This is a place to sit and be still and silent. You will see the moon through the window. Looking at the moon. The room you're in is your body, and the window is where Bindu Chakra is located. The shining moonlight brings pleasant feelings flowing within your whole body. The nectar radiating from the moonlight makes your thoughts quiet, stilling your emotions, bringing inner clarity, bringing wisdom and harmony. And as well as nectar flowing, Amrita nectar harmonizing and healing mind, spirit, soul. Healing and harmony of the psyche with the spirit. Releasing blockages. Healing inner wounds. Relaxing deeper and deeper. Moonlight lighting up your inner space. Amrita nectar releasing all tension. Feeling only feelings of freedom, inner freedom. Feelings of health and happiness. And going out of the door now to your peaceful garden. The beautiful shining full moon is shining on this peaceful tranquil place. Listen to the subtle sound that the moonlight produces. Smell the fragrance of the nectar that streams from it. Feelings of happiness, pure love, and total contentment arise within you. Feeling oneness with all things, and deep, deep peace. The fragrance of the nectar streaming from the moonlight, and the feelings of contentment, peace and joy spread through your body-mind, spreading to the throat, life chakra, and to your heart center. Deep breaths guiding Amrita down to the throat and to your heart center. Love, contentment, and peace. Being aware that the gods exist within me. I am that. I am the nectar of the gods. I vibrate with the sweetness of the sound of the universe. My inner world is my inner cosmos. I control the sweetness of life flowing. I am bathed in nurturing moonlight. My inner sound is the sound of moonlight. And another half a minute or so in your meditation. And before we leave this place and our meditation, We'll sing the Om mantra 3 times and then the peace mantra. So you can either chant along externally with the mantra or sound this silently in your inner space. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. Gather your mind now and focus on your breathing. And you can focus on anything you think you might need for your next visit in your meditation. As you gather your thoughts, make sure you have a mental picture to bring with you as we leave. And now it's time to turn and leave, going out of the quiet space, out of the doorway and walking back along the light waves, undulating on the ground of your mind below your feet. Maybe surfing or dancing on the energy, or a slow, rhythmic, respectful walk. Catching the cloud again, the cloud bringing you down, down, down. And this time we'll come down by the moon, catching the moonlight. And the moonlight is cool. You can see your face reflected in the moon itself, and you feel good inside. Calm, quiet, emotions bathed in the cool light. And we're coming down, down. Look down at our planet, the Earth, and see your face on the surface of the planet. You see your breath being breathed by the planet, healing energies. Down, down. The blue sky is no longer blue. It's a dusky, darker colour. As we come back down to earth in a beautiful sunset, glorious, beautiful, gorgeous sunset colours. You know those colours as the sun sinks and the moon rises opposite on the horizon. And the earth is taking in the warmth of the day and getting ready for the cool of the night. Moonlight dancing on water. Colour, vivid colour, colours of nature all around you as you come down, down, And as you breathe in now, gathering your thoughts, your mind stuff, mind inside your head. And as you breathe in now, find where your heart is, inside your body-mind. Breathe into your heart, making space in your heart. Making the space in your heart ready for your enjoyment of life, which is what happens when the order in your inner world brings the dance of life into play. And the space in your heart is for your secret places in your inner world, the sacred space. Your sacred inner sanctuary, which is always there, where you can always go, making you happier, more content, and which you control. Breathing in, breathing back into your centre with each round of the breath. Placing your hand on your centre again if that does help, to breathe into your centre when you breathe in. And with each in-breath now, on breathing in, a little more alert and a little more aware with each in-breath. As you breathe in with each round of the breath, and energy comes in with the breath, into your body and your mind, following your meditation. A couple more deep in-breaths. Breathing in, gently opening your eyes if they have been closed. Turning slightly to the right if you have been lying down. You're bringing your gaze and your focus back into your room or your space. Relax your breathing. Relax your posture. Coming back up to sitting if you do need to do that. Breathe in all that energy into your heart space. Stretch if you need to, or simply sit with this as long as you want to. Namaste. And we've reached the satsang part of the class. And this is a satsang on Bindu Chakra. And I'll call it The Secret is in Us. Your preparation is as usual. Make sure you will be in any comfortable position that you want to adopt for the few minutes that we're in satsang, so that you know you're going to be comfortable, so that you can concentrate. So a relaxed but alert concentration. So, satsang. And the secret that is within us is the secret of the sweetness of life and nurturing it. I want to start this teaching with this quotation from Swami Maheshwarananda. I'll say that again. Maheshwarananda. And Swami is from the lineage going back to Sri Alak Puriji, one of the 7 rishis who protect the world. So energetically they protect the world now from their spiritual energetic home in the Himalayas of India. And this is the quotation. Who has not at some stage dreamt of the fountain of eternal youth, and wished to find it. As in most sagas and myths, there is also a kernel of truth in this. For this fountain of youth, vitality and health is located in the Bindu Chakra, one of the most mysterious and remarkable energy centers in the human body. As you know from meditation in the class, the symbol of Bindu Chakra is the moon, with the moon quality of nurturing, especially nurturing vegetation. So the fountain of eternal youth, or the sweet spot of the elixir of the gods, is in the myth, in the storytelling that I love so much about the concepts of yoga. And just one drop of this elixir is said to have the power to bring forth fresh shoots in even the most barren or dead of trees. Myth is other people's stories from other times, their explanations of the energies of their existence. According to Joseph Campbell, the late professor of myth and mythology, who I've quoted to you from before, we, in our current era, do not have modern myth. We're not making our myth because we're moving too fast. Moving so fast that connecting with the living energies of our times is not happening. We're certainly not connecting with the living energies of vegetation and land, and we're losing sight of the value of nurturing. To keep connected with the land, we tell stories of the land. We would tell stories of food, vegetation, energies, and gods. So you could think of telling a story of the corn gods. Meditation on Bindu Chakra is meditation on our own godlike qualities of sweetness through nurturing, inner qualities, valuing and respecting our need for the sweetness of life, which gives us immortality. And I'm putting the word immortality in quotes because when we speak or tell stories of our eternal and infinite life, we are, of course, speaking of our souls and their infinite journey in our concept and framework of life with yoga. The framework of our era at the moment in our evolution, as you know from my satsang last week in class 27, is that we're playing out energies that erupted in the 60s and 70s, and which will take another 20 years to fully play out. This is my generation. My generation are called the wisdom generation, and we're here to teach about that one glorious moment of love which we experienced in the 60s and 70s. And if we don't, the children of today and the next 20 years will say to us, "Why didn't you? Didn't you love us enough?" My answer is yes, I do love you enough to do this teaching. And yes, I do believe those of us who can teach this glorious point of love can reach your hearts and make a difference to your life. Today's story then would be, in my experience and from my inspiration, that for a baby born today, or yesterday or tomorrow, but now, in 50 years' time, there will not be enough topsoil left in the agricultural parts of our planet or the food-producing areas of vegetation to sustain that baby and his or her kids and grandchildren healthily. The myth we would be making then would be, there was a time when people did not know they were gods, and they died out from disease and starvation because they didn't have enough time to care. actually saw this in my dream last night. To keep connected with the land, we tell stories of the land. Connecting with this is connecting with our own qualities and abilities of nurturing. Mother, Goddess connection for us. Which is why I've spent so much time in my teaching of these classes to teach you Bindu Chakra practices. Bindu, and the pineal or pineal gland, is our antenna for receiving our DNA, or our messages from the gods, and our elixir. Part of your DNA you get from your mother, the mitochondrial DNA. What you also get from your mother in yoga we call the wisdom body, one of our subtle bodies. The wisdom body is passed down to your mother from her mother's body, and to you from your mother's body. The mitochondria is part of every cell of your body, and the part that responds to nurturing, nutrition, feminine aspects, actions and qualities of life in the cells. If the mitochondria are damaged at this level by lack of nurturing, nutrition, then we're defenseless against disease. For example, metabolic cancer. We'd be defenseless against most disease because of our drug-induced or antibiotic-induced resistance to disease. So by nutrition, obviously I'm talking about the nutrients we need in our food. By nurturing, I'm talking about deep self-care and especially breathing. The reason why we place so much value in our yoga practice is on the concept of the mother of the breath. Breath is life, and the mother breathes existence into you. With our practices on Bindu Chakra then, we're raising our consciousness, awareness on nurturing, both ourselves and the planet. We are living beings on a living planet in a living universe. And our God or goddess-like qualities, enabling the elixir of life to flow sweetly. The secret of life and sustaining it is within us. I hope our myth in the future is not, these people died because they did not know how to live. But then, we've been dumbed down and our pineal glands shrunk. During the epoch of the last 2,150 to 2,500 years, during the age of Kali Yuga, the age of the dark mother or the terrifying goddess, when, as you know, I consider the mother has been pushed into the shadow of our psyches. And when we talk of psyches, we mean soul. When we talk of shadow, it's that which we are ignoring. This age, also known as the astrological age of Pisces, which we've just come out of, and this was the age of the master stroke victim, the opposites of master and victim, and when our DNA has definitely been restricted. And we've come out of that into the dawning of an age of light. And these transitional times can take anything from 50 to 100 years, I understand. And the time of light we are entering is when each individual becomes the healer. You might know that I call my chakra balancing practices the healer within, because the healer is within us individually when we balance our chakras, which are our psychic gateways to consciousness, especially Bindu Chakra when we awaken it, connecting with the secret of life in us, in all things. The secret of the sweetness of life that is possible for us is within. Namaste. And if you wish to now, you can spend time in your own contemplation before we go on to final Shavasana. And now that we've come to the end of our practice, it's time for final relaxation or Shavasana. Settling down into your relaxation posture one more time. Settling into the corpse posture if that suits you. Feet up if that's what you need for your back. Using pillows under the knees. Blanket rolls. A blanket roll behind the head or the back of the neck if that helps. And using blankets to stay warm. Settling down into your relaxation posture. 2 or 3 minutes now in deep relaxation. A time for the body and the mind to settle. A time for you to bring your practice together, being aware of how your mind is now, how your body is now, being aware of your breathing. Breathing normally, simply listening to your breath as you wait for your body and your mind to settle down into deep relaxation. Breathing normally, taking each in-breath deeper, and with each out-breath, letting go, letting all remaining tension flow away from your body and your mind every time you breathe out. With each in-breath, the breath flowing deeper. With each out-breath, letting go. Letting go into relaxation a little more every time you breathe out. And as we let go, as you relax, in our relaxation we surrender, surrendering our body to the earth, surrendering our mind to the ultimate mind, surrendering our truth to the ultimate truth. Surrendering ourselves back to our source. Each in-breath flowing deeper, each out-breath taking you deeper into relaxation. Letting go, surrendering. A few more breaths in this way, deep, deep in your relaxation. Feeling very quiet, feeling very calm, and feeling very, very peaceful, deep, deep in your relaxation. And focusing on your breathing again, focusing on the in-breath every time you breathe in, taking each in-breath a little deeper, and as you breathe in, every time you breathe in, the in-breath will bring energy back to the body and the mind following relaxation. Every time you breathe on the in-breaths, breathing into your center, and the in-breath will bring energy back, making you a little more alert and a little more aware of your own body lying in your relaxation posture, more aware of my voice and the sound of the background music. As you breathe in, on every in-breath, the breath bringing energy back to the body and the mind, so that you're more aware, more alert. And before you come back to full awareness and alertness now, I'd like you to take a couple of deep in-breaths. So breathing in, breathing out, and as you breathe in, taking the breath deep to bring the energy back. Turning over onto your right-hand side and resting in this position for a few breaths. Resting your head in one of your hands, your knees up slightly. It's a good position for the heart following relaxation. A couple of breaths, and on the in-breaths, bringing energy back. Gently opening your eyes, bringing your gaze and your focus back into your space. A couple of breaths, and on the in-breaths, deep in-breaths to bring energy back. And in your own time, very, very gently, bringing yourself back into an upright sitting position. That's the end of your practice. That's the end of your deep relaxation. If you would like to go to sleep now or relax for the rest of your day, then this can be the end of your class, and Namaste. For those of us who need to carry on with our day and interact with the outside world, we'll finish our practice now with a yoga sealing breath for energetic closure. And now for our closing practice of the class, a yoga sealing breath. So we'll close with a sealing breath, the sealing breath with moon arms, and a final Namaste, meaning I honour the spirit that dwells within you. For the sealing breath, we're in sitting, and hands are at the prayer position at the heart, Namaste hands. And we're going to take a couple of centering breaths with moon arms to seal energy within. Deep inhale. Exhale and point the fingers down to the earth. Straighten the arms. Big inhale. Turn palms up and sweep the hands and arms out to the sides of your body and up in a big moon circle until palms meet above the head. Pause. Long, slow exhale, hands come down to crown chakra, the forehead, then the throat and the heart. Prayer hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer mudra at the heart. Inhale and pause. Breathing normally. We'll go one more time. Big inhale. Exhale, point the fingers down to the earth, straighten the arms. Big inhale, turn palms up, sweep the hands and arms out to the sides of your body and up in a big moon circle. Palms meet above the head. Pause. Long, slow exhale, hands come down to crown chakra, then the forehead, then the throat and the heart. Prayer hands in Anjali Mudra. Inhale and pause. Exhale, fingers point down, hands down to the solar plexus, down to the base chakra. Normal breathing. Out breaths flowing down through the base chakra with each round of the breath. So inhale, exhale. As you breathe out, breath flows down through the base chakra. The breath has sealed your energy in. Straighten your arms. On the next exhale, breath flows down through the lower abdomen, down to the earth, grounding you for the rest of the day. Breathing normally. Prayer hands to the heart. That's the end of our practice. Namaste.